quite ironic. As we're driving along north of Wasilla, it's absolutely beautiful out with blue sky and puffy clouds. We're heading up the Parks Highway towards Denali. So if you look straight ahead to the north where Denali is, it's all rain. They say the Denali mountain range makes its own weather. I guess it does. Everything else is beautiful and we're up in the 60s. When you look ahead, it's all heavy and dark and rain just right over the mountain range. Here it is now off to the side. I find that really interesting. We're looking left and right everywhere for moose. We still haven't seen one. We see lots of signs like that, but we're not seeing any moose. Wow, look at that stormy looking sky over there. And that's where we're going. I don't know. Here's our first glimpse coming up of Denali National Park. Can't really see a lot of clouds, a lot of trees, but it was our first glimpse. Okay, we are here at the Denali South Viewing Site. And if you pay a fee over here of $20, you can park here in these RV sites overnight. We could not get a campsite in Kasugi Ken like we were hoping to. There are a lot of empty sites. They're all reserved and nobody's in them, which is kind of sad. But we are at the viewing platform, which makes it nice and close to walk over and view the mountain range by Denali. What do you see, Nicky Doodle? Oh, you see another doggy over there. Is that what you see? Oh, woof, woof. Steve is grilling up some of our favorite brat patties that we brought from Salmon's Meat Market in Luxembourg, Wisconsin. And that's what's for dinner tonight. We had a salad, and now we're going to have a bratwurst patty. These are easier to eat than the regular brats, and you can use them on hamburger buns. It's one of our favorites.
Yeah, sure is. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. And the sun's poking out again. Maybe we'll see Denali this evening over there. So what's cooking in the What Have You camper this morning? We have French toast with cinnamon and thick slabbed bacon. And it's a dreary morning at the Denali Lookout. We are waiting for some sunshine so we can see Denali. We're at the South Point Lookout. But we're cozy warm inside having breakfast and our coffee, and we'll see what the day brings. But that's what's going on in What Have You? Okay, we left the Denali Viewpoint South parking lot where we've been for 2 days. The first day we had a little bit of nice weather, but then yesterday it was rain all day, and again for today, rain all day. So we're going to head south about 20 miles and go to the Three Bears in Trapper Creek. Right behind there they have a campground with dump station and hookups, and we're down to about 1/3 of a tank of water. We could use fresh water, dump our tanks, and maybe hole up there for a day or two until the weather clears up. It's been rain, 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 and I think it's going to clear by about Tuesday, and this is only Sunday, May 8th, or June 8th, excuse me. This is only Sunday, June 8th. So we'll see how this looks down here. Otherwise, we have a couple other alternatives that we could go to as well. We are here at Trapper Creek Inn at Three Bears in their RV lot next to the station. They have nice wooded pull-through sites, but we had opted to stay out in the strip near the road so we could get sky space for our Starlink. So we thought that we would walk around a little bit. Somebody's got a lawnmower going. It's Sunday, June 8th. Somebody would like to sniff. Beautiful birch trees by this central pavilion area, all made with these crazy burls on the logs. Somebody put a lot of work into this. Pretty nice. Kind of a central gathering place. There's some pretty large RVs in here in the pull-through sites. So we could pull into any of these too, but the tree cover would hamper the Starlink. They do have Wi-Fi here, but it's not super fast. Yeah, back here away from the road, it's a little quieter too. There's a couple smaller motorhomes like ours. Other brands, but smaller in size. Some little flowers blossoming out here. They're almost the same color as the leaves. You almost miss them. So the sites over here look to be electric only, and the ones up where we're at also include sewer and water. Price was $35 a night.
This is the only electric only.
Oh, this one's electric only down here. What are the rest of those?
I think they're
Just tenting sites, huh? In that row. And then over here, the pull-throughs have water and sewer also. So it's been pretty rainy and damp and yucky. We thought we might come here, get some hookups, catch up on a few things, maybe do a load of laundry. In the building over there, they have laundry and showers, grocery store, some deli items. They also have a dump station and fresh water fill. I don't know what the charges are for those if you're just traveling through. And it's part of the Three Bears franchise. Has items up there. They were really nice people when we were checking in. And then we went back to the camper and laid down for a little while. Hey, get that dog out of the mud. I don't want a muddy puppy in a camper. That's a big mud puddle. He's got just so much to sniff. He's very, very busy. So up here, oh, they also have propane too. So they have diesel, gas, and propane. So one-stop shopping. The ferns are poking their heads out. So this is about as much of a nature walk as we're going to get. Oh, there's some little blue flowers over here, like some bluebells of some sorts. Not sure what they're called. So I think that's it for our nature route. Are you all done sniffing, little dog? Whoa, where is he? There he is. Should we go back and start some supper? The mosquitoes are out. One good thing about Alaska mosquitoes, they're so large, they're easy to slap. Right, Steve?
Yeah.
So what's going on in the What a View kitchen today at a wet, dreary location at the South Denali viewing platform where it's clouded up and rainy and icky? Well, I am making chicken pot pies, but it's kind of in casserole dishes. Here we have 2 little dishes, pans, and I use the flaky biscuit grands. They have to be the flaky layers, otherwise they don't work very good. So first you take out 4 of them, split them in half this way. Like so. And stretch them out, kind of using your hands. Stretch them out a little bit, kind of like pizza dough, and make them fit your pans, whatever you have. So here I can do 4 pieces per pan. So there we go. Now next, I have shredded chicken. And this is left over from our rotisserie chicken the other day. I shredded it up. I threw it in the freezer for a few days and decided to make up this casserole. Let's see. Should be enough to finish this off. There we go. Okay. Now our next ingredient, let me wipe my hands here. Our next ingredient is frozen vegetables. Normally we like fresh vegetables, but for this it works out really well to have little chopped up frozen vegetables. They're a little mushier. If you use fresh one, it takes too long to bake them. So, see how mushed up they are? So these here are little pieces of carrots and broccoli and cauliflower. And 1 bag is just enough. There we go. Okay, next ingredient is some butter. Oh, looks like we're getting a little low here. We'll have to get another stick. Being that we're from Wisconsin, we brought butter, real butter. I don't like margarine. Put a couple little dabs of butter in this. It just kind of adds the flavor over the vegetables. Looks like my container could use a washing before I take out a new stick. I just love this old vintage Rubbermaid butter container. So this here is about, I think about 2 tablespoons worth was in there. So, see, one of these. Okay, let's see. Now, our next ingredient, cream of celery soup. We like cream of celery. Some people do cream of mushroom. It's your choice. To me, the mushroom is a heavier flavor. There we go. Oh, we dropped some on the counter. Okay, and I like this little skinny spatula to get in here. Okay. Do about half of the can on each pan. I don't mix this with milk or anything. Okay, smear it around a little bit. Kind of gives it that pot pie saucy flavor. And the spatula makes it easier to get down to the bottom of the can than trying to get this out with a spoon. There we go. So we spread that around a little bit. And now a little bit of seasoning. I showed the other day my Harvest blend. We add some of that. Oops. And now we can add a little bit of pepper. There we go. Now it's time to take the other 4 biscuits. And we lay them carefully over the top. Each one is split apart, so that way we have 8 pieces to work with. Try to get these a little more rectangular shaped. That's biscuit number 5. Here's biscuit number 6, ripped in half. Some people might say, just go buy a pot pie. Well, I like making things kind of from scratch. I mean, I know I'm not making the biscuits all the way from scratch, but these are pretty easy. Pinch them together a little bit in the middle. And of course, this makes way too much for one meal for Steve and I. We'll eat one pan now, and then we can reheat the second pan. If I had freezer room, I'd throw it in the freezer. But ours is kind of filled up now, so I might just have to keep these covered in the refrigerator, and maybe we'll eat them for lunch tomorrow. 2 days in a row, leftovers. But they're pretty good. If you reheat them a little while in the oven, the biscuits stay pretty good. Or if I have the generator running, I can use the convection oven up there and reheat them that way too. This is biscuit number 8. So I have at times made this with only 4 biscuits. When we find the flaky biscuit packs that say 5, I'll do 4, and then I'll split the last biscuit kind of in a long strip between the layers. But the store we were at only had the larger one with 8. But if I find the 5 packs, it's much better. I don't know who decided they needed to come in multiples of 4 or 5 and 8 instead of 4 and 8. Just like, hot dogs come 10 to a pack, but the buns are 8. Or bratwurst you buy are 5 to a pack, and the brat packs of brat buns are 6. I don't know who decides those things. Okay, now on top, I'll sprinkle a little parsley, just to make it look pretty. And I learned to take toothpicks, put them in here so the tin foil does not touch the biscuits. And partway through baking, we take the tin foil off and pull out the toothpicks. Ah, oh no! We popped open my toothpick container. We won't reuse those since they've touched food. I'm not about to put food-covered toothpicks back in the container in the cabinet. We'll toss those. Maybe kindling for fire. There. These 2 I think were still good. I will just put these back together. There we go. The rest of them will get tossed. Okay, we're ready for the Reynolds wrap. I've learned long ago to only buy the heavy-duty tin foil because the cheap stuff always tears. So it's worth it to spend a little bit more and get the thick stuff. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing it in 2 pans is because that's what I have along. That and 1 deep dish pizza pan. But these 2 pans fit side by side in the oven in our RV. There's one. Here's the other. And just by kind of puffing them up so they're not down touching tight on the biscuits. Okay, we have the oven up about 375 and they cook about maybe half an hour, and we take off the tin foil and let them brown up. So we'll set the timer, and in the meantime I'm going to go work on my next video. Okay, our timer is up for the first part. Let's see how they're going. I can hear them bubbling. Ooh, sounds good. Now we'll take off the tin foil and the toothpicks. Now we're going to put them back in to puff up and get brown. There's one. Here's the other. Ooh. There we go. This one, the biscuits are already browning in the one corner. So it's probably a good idea to rotate these pans. I'll put the one on the left to the right and the one on the right to the left. There we go. And we're going to set the timer for another 15 minutes. Okay, the timer says they're done. So let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful, crispy, golden brown. I don't know if you can hear it, but they're just bubbling. Turn off the oven. Oh, that warmed the camper up nicely. So this is dinner tonight in the What Have You kitchen. So let's see if we can scoop a couple of these up so you can get an idea of what they're like. And of course, we sprayed the pans originally with non-stick cooking spray. I don't know if I said that. Oh, there we go. Pot pie. As Steve says, plate it up. And dinner is ready. It's like 2 little mini pot pies. Just enough for a meal for each of us. Well, we pulled out of our little campsite here at 3 Bears in Trapper Creek. And Steve got our 1-gallon propane tank filled. This is the one he uses to fill the little 1-pounders. And I went shopping in the store and I picked up, ulu knives and a chopping bowl set. And I picked one up for us and for both of our kids. Oops, don't tell them. And then I also found Steve's favorite cinnamon coffee cake mix from Christie's. So I bought that too. So I did a little tourist shopping this morning, which is kind of unusual for me. There we go. And Nick says, do I get to come out one more time and run around before we have to drive? And believe it or not, we have that big yellow ball up in the sky shining down on us today. So we're going to take off and drive back north towards Denali again and see what we can see. Okay, it's Monday morning, June 9th, and we are heading back up north towards Denali. The sun is out, and we might have a chance to see the top of it. We're all fueled up, propaned up, watered up, tanks dumped, laundry done, groceried up. Got a lot done. Yep. So now we're heading out north of Trapper Creek, going back up to the Denali viewpoints. There's a south one where we were at for 2 nights. And then there's a north one that we might check out as well. I don't know if we're actually going to enter into the national park, because I think we can see plenty from the viewpoints. If you go in the national park, you have to take shuttle buses all over, and you know, it's kind of a complicated route system, and I guess we're just not into that. But we'll see what we can see from the viewpoints. There's also a little rec area campground we might check out called Byers Lake. We'll see what we can see.